Well, good morning. Another beautiful day up here in western North Carolina in the mountains. 30 this morning. It wasn't supposed to be so cold. I bought some new plants and left them outside because it said it was only getting down to 38, but it got down to 30. I hope I didn't kill them. But hope everybody's doing good. I'm rested up. The weather's warming up. Let's go. I'm loving my little storefront creek building. The shed over the creek. Gosh, George is going nuts again. This morning I'm going to start a monumental task that I've been putting off for quite a while. My awesome little shed that turned into a storage building is going to get organized. It's an absolute mess. And I'm going to try and do something about it. I mean, look at that. You can't even get in here. How do I do it? I don't know. There's not even any walk-in room. It's just insanity. But I'm going to see what I can do. So, I couldn't stand to throw that away. I hauled it off for somebody. And boom. I'm going to put a couple legs under it. I think it'll be just fine out here. Live a little life out here in the shed. Well, 4 hours later, and I can get in the room and walk. So that's a little better. Man, spring cleaning's fun, ain't it? What a mess. Just got to keep putting stuff to the side until everything's got a spot. Yikes. Wow, it's so nice today. T-shirt weather. It's just awesome. I'm getting a lot done, but I'm really not getting anything done. You ever have one of them days? Right, Jan says, take them shelves down, take this rack, put it against there, and put the other one in there. So let's try it. What are you burning?
Garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Paper?
Paper.
Yep. Woo. Jan the organizer, look what she did for me. Now I have an empty, well, it ain't done, but it's looking good, ain't it, Jan?
Looking really good. Yep. This one's in mine. Yep, that gave you, now you can find everything that you're looking for.
There you go.
Hopefully.
Pond is nice and clear again, but the water's way down, which means I sprung a leak again. This thing has definitely been a challenge, but I'll keep playing at it. I'm tempted to try for the 4th time to dig right over here and try and find that pipe. What's happening is the spring comes in right there, and it was in them clay pipes, you know, these clay pipes, and it was in those, put end to end. So when Mike helped me dig it, we found those clay pipes and it had the spring running through it. So we got rid of all the pipes to here, and then I plugged right down here, but the water has found a way to go around the plug and get back in the, and it's not this white pipe, it's the clay pipes underneath it, about 3 feet under it. So I thought by digging over here, I could find it and just pour some concrete in or something. I was 5 or 6 feet down and I saw water, but I never could find the pipe. But it didn't work. I tried 3 times. I'll just have to keep trying, I guess. But it sure is looking good. Not as good as it looked 3 weeks ago, but eventually I will figure it out. The weather kind of took a change. Seems like winter's over. It may come back, but it's gone for now. And that's a good thing. This week's all about spring cleaning, getting things organized, you know, picking up the lawn, so it'll be soon time to cut again. And cleaning out the building. Made some great progress. Let's go look at it. Yeah, it sure is nice to be able to get inside the building again. It's been probably a year since I could even hardly take a few steps without stepping over something. Yep, everything got shoved in there, but with Jan's help, I made some really good progress. And I do like this thing. That is so cool. That worked out really good. This piece of furniture right here was going to the landfill. It was in a basement that had too much moisture. It was destroyed, and I saved it. And now I got it out here. It doesn't matter if it gets, any more problems because of the weather. It just doesn't matter. And I put this sides, that was that $2 board, that oak board that was 8 foot plus and 14 inches wide. That's cool. All right, where were we? Getting more and more junk on the walls. This thing here, I pulled that out of the trash. Somebody apparently was trying to learn how to make a violin, and I salvaged it. I'm going to try and finish what they started one day. Oh man, this is ridiculous now. Yay! I can get right in here. There's still more work to do, but I got floor space. I hadn't had that in a long time. I could actually walk. I got so much stuff, but that's just part of the deal. All the cool things I got just about came out of someone's stuff they were throwing away. And I learned years ago that it seems like God just keeps sending stuff my way as long as I keep passing it along. And I don't do good selling. I never have done good selling the stuff that was given to me. So I end up giving it away or using it and keeping it. It seems like it's a flow. If I was to hoard it all, it would probably stop coming in. Today we're gonna do some planting. I've got a currant bush, black currants, and I have some other kind of berry. And Jan's got some kind of flowers. And we're gonna just do some early planting. Gosh, the river looks so good. Is everything so peaceful and quiet this morning? Very cool. It's nice. I got a few more cedar trees to plant. I planted that one and this one and one right there. So that's 3. I thought this would be a good spot for them. Once I get the roof on here, I'm just waiting on some free metal to come my way. I got 2 leads. It won't be long. But once I put the metal roof on this thing, this would be a really good spot if somebody comes up wanting a tent camp. It's a good spot to put a little tent. Shoot, just throw a cot and sleep outside. So I love outdoor living space. It's awesome. Come on, George, let's go get some breakfast. While I was cleaning out the building, I found some air chairs or sky chairs that I had. I forgot about them. They've been in storage for over a year. So I thought I'd move the birdhouse over and hang up those sky chairs. That'd be good. It'd clear up some space in the barn and give me a cool spot to sit too. Jan and I were at a festival, I think Stone Mountain, probably 25 or more years ago. And we bought a couple of these sky chairs, they called them. And I don't know what this material is, but it's been outside being used, except for the last year, for over 25 years. I've replaced these boards. They're easy. You just get closet rods, you know, from the box store. So I've replaced these once, and they need replacing again, which will make it look like brand new. But this material, it doesn't fade, it doesn't fall apart. If they wanted to make stuff that lasted forever, it's out there, because this stuff does. But these things are cool. Here's the footrest. These things go together pretty easy. So, see, it's real easy to replace these rods. I'm gonna do it, but first let's get them out. Let's get them out of the box and used again. These sky chairs are pretty easy to put together, and it's easy to replace that wood after 20 years when it needs it again. Put some nice fresh stuff on there with some good color on it. They look great. The material lasts and lasts and lasts. Now, this sky chair is not a sponsor of our channel, but I'm definitely a fan of their chairs. You can find them at skychair.com, SKYCHAIR.com. They're really comfortable. These things really bring back some memories. We had some property in North Georgia where we raised our family and lived forever, and we had these hanging on the back deck from a giant oak tree. I mean, it was a beauty. And that tree was right next to the septic tank. And I remember the guy who became a friend of mine, hey John, the guy who put in the septic tank, he said, you need to take that tree down because the tank's right there. I said, no, I want to leave it. And it was about that big. And we just left it. And then so he put probably 3 feet away is where he put the actual septic tank. That tree, after almost 40 years, man, that thing was like that big around, a big red oak. It was awesome. And after about 20 years, when the tree was probably this big, I had to add another line to the septic because we added another building where my mom was going to stay, and a tiny house way back before it was even cool. But anyways, when I dug up around that septic tank to add that line, the roots were completely encapsulating the septic tank, but there was none inside. Not one root went inside. So not all trees mess up your septic. I know willows do and certain other ones, but I can verify that the red oak, it was completely around it. I thought, oh man. Well, we ended up doing the unthinkable. We sold that property, and they bought the whole neighborhood, and we pretty much knew it was going to happen. It got too busy, time to move, you know. And we sold it to a guy who's putting townhomes in. I know the neighbors who stayed probably aren't happy about it because the traffic was already terrible, but when I bought that property, I thought one day I'll be able to sell it. I hope the neighbors ain't too upset. Oh, and Patsy, Miss Patsy, how are you? How about this for instead of a rocking chair to watch the creek? Not bad, not too bad. This green pumpkin was left over from last fall, and I'm going to get the seeds out of it. I see something's been eating it.
Good morning. Getting ready for spring. Cutting some of these old flower pots down.
Will that grow back?
No, I don't think so. It's an annual.
You're gonna
but I'm gonna use the potting soil.
Got you. Well, Jan and I are doing some gardening or planting, so we're taking the old potted plants and recycling the soil. I'm running it through a 1/4-inch screen and just trying to salvage what I can. I'll take all the roots and the stuff that's probably not desirable and throw it in a hole somewhere. Now I got some good dirt. Yay! What are we planting?
2 lilies.
Lilies?
Yep.
Oh, yummy.
With a butterfly stick in the middle.
Nice. Looks like it glows in the dark.
I don't think it does.
We got a few more lilies that we're planting up here by the deck. Gives us something to look forward to. They have such a nice bloom when they finally bloom. I like them things. I found a really cool honeysuckle. I think it's called Mardi Gras honeysuckle. It's multicolored, not just yellow. And I tied it and planted it right here. I'm gonna let it grow up all over this building. I think it'll be awesome. I hope it grows and I hope it's happy. I got a lot done the last few days. Got plants planted and things organized, kind of some spring cleaning. It feels good. I'm looking forward to spring. Appreciate y'all coming along. Catch you on the next one.